Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Cloud Tank once again, and this is a video on a little system that I just bought recently. I just bought this on Friday, April 1st of 2016. This is an Onkyo stereo cassette tape deck. Model number TA-630D. It's Adobe system. I got this off a guy off of Craigslist who's not too far from where I'm at for like $20. So, and he said he powered it on and tested it out, and I did the same thing. I went and powered this thing on and tested it out, and of course it's going to need some work. So, but I'll show you what's actually going on here. I'll show what's in the front here. You have a large headphone jack in the front, including left and right mics. There's the power on and off switch. We got a record indicator light. Got the standard buttons in the front. Record, rewind, play, fast forward, stop and reject, and the pause button. So, and there's the tape deck itself, which I actually think this is actually pretty interesting here. That the thing actually comes straight out just a little bit before it tilts. And if you look inside here, that the heads are kind of buried in the back there a little bit. So when you go to put a tape in, which the reason why I got this is for my Type 2s that I have, because I want to try Type 2 tapes on this thing. You just put it in, goes on the back, and it pushes on the little piece in the back, I guess, for the tape to go in over the heads, which I think is actually pretty cool. So, moving right along, we have the tape counter up here, which when I looked at it was at like 700 or something, so I went ahead and reset it. It's got a memory and actual bias button here. Then it's got an adjustment where you can adjust this knob here, I guess, either to the negative side or the positive, which shows it right here. Then it's got the record mute button, so you can actually have it on. Apparently it's spring loaded. So then you have some other selectors like tape selector, which is for bias and equalizer. I'm guessing this must deal with like the if you wanted to add more bass or whatever, this thing would be for channels, I'm guessing, but I'm not too sure exactly. So I have to play with it a little bit. Here's the Adobe switch, which you can either have your Adobe turned on or turned off in this position, or turned on in a strange way, either in or out, I guess, whatever you want to put it. Then you have a selector input for line in, Adobe FM, and then mic and din on the bottom. So, which for the mic, I think that's got to be for this over here, in case you want to record music. So, then it's got the output level for how much of the volume that you want to go out to your receiver, and the input right here for whatever you want to input. If your volume is too low, you can actually increase it or decrease it, whatever you want. Goes all the way up to 20. And probably the coolest part is the left and right channel needles that's in here, which is pretty sweet. It's even got little peak lights in there. Anyways, it's a pretty neat machine. For what I gathered, this thing was originally made in 1978. But I'm guessing it was sold between 79 and 1980. So, but this thing should be a really good unit once I get it up and going. So, but before I show you the lights, I'll show you what's going on the inside here. This is what the inside here looks like. You can see there's a large board that's got to control all the inputs and the audio, left and right channel, all the 9 yards. There's a board back there, and there's some RCA jacks and a special input right there, which is about the same type of socket as the old Pentium keyboards, which had like 7 to 8 pins attached or something. There's its transformer right there. And that's for this one part. I'm going to show you here in a second when this thing needs work on. Oh, here's the things in the back that you want to see. There's that with some information there. Some good little details. So you got a serial number down here in the corner. And this is where the inputs are. You have the line in, line out. There's that special little plug, like I said. Looks like an old keyboard plug. And it's got some dopey stuff up here. So, anyways, we're going to take a look what needs to be done. Just like with every other unit, the belts will get worn out. I mentioned it before in the my CED player, the RCA, where the belt actually completely melted, and this is no different. You can see there's the original belt that was originally in here. As you can see, it's been just completely liquidized itself. So you can see it's nothing but tar now. So I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to clean it off the main wheel here, then get it off these other gears as well, like this one down here. You can see there's yep. See if I can get my camera to focus on that right. Yeah, you can see it right there. Come on, focus. There you go. You can see it right there. There's 2 belts. Small one there, and then there's a large one right there, and it's just kind of all gummed up and melted. So that's going to be some cleanup work. It's an absolute mess. I think this one actually might have a little bit of the wheel on it as well. This one right there, it's got some of it attached. So this thing could use a lot of work to get the gunk out. And I'm not too sure exactly how this would come apart whatsoever, so I'm going to probably have to try to guess on how I can get this stuff off, so I can get to each component, let alone change the belts. So I got a manual set on my watch list on eBay, so I'll probably get it sooner or later. I'm not going to get to it right now, but I'll probably get to it done in the future. Plus, I have another project which I'll be showing later in another video, which will be an angry rant video, so just to be forewarned for anyone who wants to watch that next. So, no. But yeah. As you can see, a lot of work has definitely went into this unit. A lot. So, this should be a pretty interesting project, and I hope this actually works out for me. For being a really good stereo, to play some really good high-end tapes like this. So, as you can see, it's Type 2 because of the black band there. So, we'll see what this baby sounds like once I get the belts. Since I got some ordered, which will be here within about a week or so. and we'll see what it does. So, so we're going to head to plug in this little plug-in here, and I'll show you exactly what it looks like when it's powered on. Go to unplug you first. Need to move this so we can get closer, because this cord is a little short. You can see both the indicator lights both light up in there. So what it looks like, that the needles are a little worn just a bit, especially on this one here. You can tell a lot of the paint is flicked off. So there's a orange glow light on this here. So, but anyways, so this should be a really interesting project once I get this up and going. So we'll see you all in the next video. Alright, just a little bit of an update. After going at this for about an hour or so, I managed to clean the big flywheel off, which is inside here. This wheel here, I managed to clean it off. It's not exactly perfect, but I got it mostly good. And also for the main motor, I managed to clean its spindle off as much as I could. I couldn't get all of it off because a lot of this is stuck on there, but I got this pretty much good enough, so it won't affect anything at all. Shouldn't anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this back on the motor itself, and wait for my belts to come in, and put some new belts on this baby, and we'll see what happens.